Welcome back to the next episode of Let's Play Pokémon Fire Red. I am your host DG, and in last episode we got our very first Pokémon, Mr. Buttburn. In this episode we are going to make our way to our first city, which is Viridian City, and we've got some things to complete there so that way we can move forward. Basically, this as a kid, this part kind of had me a little stuck. I wasn't the smartest kid, but the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your mom so that we can rest up and kind of let her know what's going on. Well, actually, that's probably not until after you get the Pokedex. Never mind. But we're going to make our way up Route 1 and make our way to Viridian City. It's very easy, but first we're going to speak to this guy right here because he's going to give you a free potion. You can never have too many healing items on you, so of course we're going to just keep on going north. And pretty much we are almost at Viridian City already. The routes in this game that you take to get from place to place are actually pretty short, so it's pretty nice. First things first, though, we ran into a Rattata. We're just gonna kill that thing real quickly, you know, like pest control, pretty much. And we're just gonna keep on making our way up north. Now, the very first thing that we're going to do when we get to the city is, of course, we're gonna go to the Pokemon Center, and we are going to heal up our Charmander. And the big thing about Viridian City at this point in the game is that you want to go to the Pokemon Mart. The reason why is because the game doesn't explain it to you, but it won't let you through until you do this part, which is what used to get me stuck as a little kid. When you come in from Pallet Town and you go into the Pokemart for the very first time, the clerk is going to stop you and he's going to give you this parcel. So now you have to go all the way back to Pallet Town and give that to Professor Oak, and that's going to pretty much trigger everything else in the game so that way you can move forward. So you're just going to go straight to Professor Oak's lab, and you're just going to meet him at the back, and he's going to say some stuff about how your Pokemon seems to like you, but then you deliver the parcel, and then wait for it. Just wait for it. This freaking guy. This freaking guy. So Oak is going to basically give you guys the Pokedexes now. If you guys have never seen the Pokedex in Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green, or just don't know what the Pokedex is, don't worry, we're going to show you. So yeah, just let him kind of talk about it real quick. Basically, every time you catch a Pokemon, it's going to record the data on it. If you see a Pokemon and don't catch it, it'll log it in the Pokedex, but you don't see any information about it. So, and it's actually really cool because the Pokedexes in like the future generations, like they actually account for the time of day when you're looking at the Pokemon's information. So like if you want to figure out where can I catch that thing, the Pokemon will actually sometimes not be able to be found in a certain area during a certain time of day, which I thought was really cool. So real quick, we're just going to go into our Pokedex so you can see what it looks like. As you can see here, we have information on Charmander, basically saying that its life would end if the flame were to go out. If you guys have never seen the anime, I highly recommend you watch it. Charmander almost died, then Ash adopted him, and then he grew up to be a little pain in the A-word. So, yeah, you know, there's that. And of course, our rival said that he wasn't going to let his sister give us a town map, so don't even bother going to his house, which is basically your cue to go to his house and get the town map. But I completely forgot, like I do every single time I play this game. I just completely forget, and I end up having to go back to get it. But don't worry, we're going to get that later on in this episode. So first, we're going to level up Mr. Buttburn to level 7 so we can learn Ember, which is great because now we have a special type move, which is a fire move. And that's going to really help us with getting through Viridian Forest so that way we can wreck the crap out of Brock, the first gym leader. So now we go straight back to Viridian City, and from here we have the choice to keep going north, but again we go back to the Pokemon Center because I, like a helicopter parent, just cannot stand seeing my Pokemon not at full 100% health. I don't know. Let me know if you guys are like that as well, if you guys go to Pokemon Centers way too often. And if you hear any background noise, I apologize. We got jets flying over my place right now. But I'm going to go up to this old man and talk to him because he's going to give us a tutorial on how to catch Pokemon, and then he's also going to give us one last thing over top of that. So real quick, we just got to sit through his little catching a Weedle without ever injuring it kind of thing. And yeah, they make you sit through this in pretty much every Pokemon game. All the games assume that you've never played before, so don't even mind that. And Weedle is caught, so hopefully I sped up through the rest of this because there's not much to talk about here. I mean, like, you're literally throwing a ball at a freaking worm. and he gives you the TGTV. So the TGTV, if you have never played this game before, like I used to use it when I was a really little kid because this is my first ever game of Pokemon. But the TGTV is really cool. It's got, you can see there's different questions that you can ask it. There's only 4 videos for it, but you know, yeah, I just click on any one of them, and then this dude basically kind of goes through a video where he explains things to you so that way you can make the game easier. I believe this one is about type matchups and move matchups, and yeah, like if you don't know that, then you're more than likely very new to the game. So if you are playing this game, I definitely recommend checking the TGTV out. But for most of you guys, this stuff should be common sense, so we're just gonna back out of that. And so we have got 3 more things to get in this episode, if I remember correctly. I'm recording my voiceovers after recording the videos because when I try to do it live, my system just completely messes up. So, yep, I went back for the town map. Okay, so it's a good thing I remembered now because I've actually gotten up to like Misty, like is either Misty or like the 3rd gym leader before in this game without a town map, and later on in the game you're gonna want that thing. Now if you saw, like I actually hit register on the town map. If you go to your bag, go to your town map and select register, you can hit select and that'll pull the town map up without you having to go into your bag first, which is really nice. So I have my town map selected at the moment. I might switch that out for the bike. You can only have 1 item selected at a time. But we're gonna make our way back up to Viridian City now again. And this time, though, we're actually going to get something that is going to be of pretty good use to us after we burn the crap out of Pidgey and make oven roasted chicken out of her. I think that was a chick. I don't remember if the Pidgey was a boy or a girl. Either way, we got oven roasted chicken because we chose Charmander. And this is his game. Yeah, you can't get oven roasted chicken with Bulbasaur or Squirtle, I don't care. But if you go over here, behind this fence, you can get an X attack real quick. Oh, not an X attack, a potion. Sorry. I thought it was an X attack. I could have sworn. And then, when you go down here, we are actually going to be looking for something very particular today. And we found it, but I think I accidentally killed it. Yeah, I sped it up and just wasn't even thinking. I accidentally killed it. But we found a stronger one, so here we go. We're just going to scratch it. Be extra careful this time, and this is actually pretty embarrassing for me. Don't tell me how this happened. It's all up to chance. You can't really control it, but 1, 2, 3, and he gets out. Now we're going to speed this up, and you guys are going to see me waste pretty much almost all of my Pokeballs on this stupid Mankey. But yeah, we got Mankey added to the Pokedex. We're actually going to really be using him, especially for the 1st gym leader. Yeah, without him, we're kind of lost. And we're going to nickname him Bones, and that is a reference to John Bones Jones. If you guys watch the UFC, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. Mankey is a fighting type, so it only seems right. But with that being said, that is all for today's episode. If you enjoy content like this or are enjoying this series, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me recommendations for what you'd like to see next, and until next time, guys, peace.